It's news time. Information is power. Be current. The news headline. Cabals would have seized APC if not for Buhari. PGF Secretary says. The news in full. The Director General, Progressive Governors Forum, PGF, Saliu Lukman, has claimed that President Muhammadu Buhari deepened democracy in the ruling Progressive Congress, thus preventing the cabal from hijacking it. He added that the internalization of the democracy in the APC was as a result of Buhari's presence and insistence on a level playing ground for all. Speaking in Abuja on Monday to herald an upcoming book launch, Lukman said that for APC to achieve the goal of producing new Nigeria, it must be a party with a leadership that is united, disciplined, and respectful. Reorganizing the structures of APC should make the party functionally active in facilitating negotiations amongst the leaders at all levels, and all agreements reached must be respected by all. He explained that it is the process of negotiating and implementing agreements reached, which should be respected by all, that can produce a new Nigeria. According to him, the new Nigeria being envisioned, therefore, should be a liberal political environment which should promote critical and selfless criticisms. In all of this, President Muhammadu Buhari's leadership style remains a source of inspiration which encourages engagement with all leaders. Take away President Muhammadu Buhari's political leadership, the atmosphere in APC may be different, and many of the perspectives being produced from within the party may not have found expression or may have risked being condemned, and individuals promoting them may have been restrained. Campaigning for new Nigeria cannot be achieved by only lamenting about any failing or rationalizing why we have what exists today, and members of the APC should be able to push the leaders of the party to respond to the reality facing the country and ensure that Nigerians appropriately take responsibility. Nigerians must engage the issues with all confidence that political leaders, especially President Muhammadu Buhari, will favorably consider these proposals and strengthen the capacity of the party and its government to mobilize Nigerians. The publication, titled APC and Campaign for New Nigeria, is the fourth in the last 2 years aimed at critically evaluating political and governance initiatives in Nigeria under the APC government of President Muhammadu Buhari. He said, further like previous 3 publications, Power of Possibility and Politics of Change in Nigeria, the APC and Progressive Politics in Nigeria, that the APC and Progressive Politics in Nigeria, APC's Litmus Test, Nigerian Democracy and Politics of Change, APC and Campaign for Nigeria is about engaging APC leaders to influence their political decisions in terms of the development of APC as a party. APC and Campaign for New Nigeria is part of the ongoing advocacy to support APC leaders with perspectives which highlight as the manifest challenges and what is required for the party to return to its founding vision of providing all political leadership to engage to change the country. Issues in the publication attempt to provide contextual analysis of challenges of insecurity, national unity, party building, and policy engagement. Since the platform of engagement is the APC, the advocacy is primarily to influence the development of the APC as a political party, stated. The foreword was written by Professor Abiodun Alao, Professor of African Studies at King's College, London, who is also a Program Director at African Leadership Center. The chapters in the publication are a series of interventions between July and November 2021. In the facility between late 2019 to 2020, before its conviction was overturned by Supreme Court, was in the Kuje prison on Friday on humanitarian ground. The All Progressive Congress, APC, in a post on his verified Facebook page, narrated how his prison experience shaped his life and the reason for weeping during the incarceration. He said, as part of my covenant with God to encourage and support the mental well-being of those in detention, I have been visiting and spending time with them, and today is one of those days. Since I became an adult and as long as I can remember, There has been 2 occasions I wept and I couldn't hold back. The first day was the day Igbos were deported from Lagos to Onitsha. After my reaction to the unceremonious event, I questioned the humanity in this country and the embarrassment attached. I never foresaw that such could ever happen in my lifetime. The second was when I was at the Nigerian Correctional Service Medial Security Custodial Center, Kuje, Abuja. Somehow, one young man named Sweetheart approached me and sought an audience, which I granted. He told me a pathetic story of how he found himself in prison. He is the only child of his parents and his father was also imprisoned. That night, I prayed and thanked God for encountering him. I didn't need anyone to tell him it was a setup for his family. After my intervention by engaging in the services of a lawyer, himself and his father were freed. May God bless him. With God's grace, I was able to secure the release of not less than 100 inmates who were in detention because they couldn't afford a lawyer or bail. My stay in Kuje actually gave me an opportunity to see the deepest and lowest ebb of the downtrodden. While many in detention are guilty of one crime or the other, there are several others who are languishing in detention because they could not fulfill the requirements of the law to be freed. They just needed little intervention, and I'm grateful to God for using me. However, I also noticed there are few who do not want to leave the prison for reasons best known to them. They feel much more comfortable spending their entire lives in prison. It is a deep world. As I visited the Nigerian Correctional Service Medial Security Custodial Center, Kuje today, in compliment of the season, I ate, drank, shared drugs with a few. Among other interventions at the Nigerian Correctional Service Medial Security Custodial Center, Kuje, I'm very happy that the solar project I sponsored has helped the prison with a 24-hour power supply. By 2022, we'll commence the building of a new cell to decongest the already congested prison. I thank the Comptroller General of the Nigerian Correctional Service for his commitment and great improvement in the Correctional Center. I also thank the head of the Nigerian Correctional Center, Abuja, and staff for their selflessness and generosity in discharging their duties. And these were the doings of Senator Orji Uzor Kalu on Thursday after the former Abia State Governor, who was jailed for about 6 months in the facility between 2019 to 2020, and also now the Senate Chief Whip, actually visited the same medial security center, to check on them and to, do some humanitarian works by helping out some inmates that have been jailed, unjustifiedly, and some that, were there but do not have the power, to meet up with the little means of which they can be freed, by getting some lawyers and the likes like that, and he was able to help them, gain freedom, thanking God for giving him the opportunity to be used in that sense. Also says that he has, put up the needed to ensure that a new cell is actually built in that place to ensure that the prison yard is actually, decongested.
Thanks for listening.